Mission Navajo is a program of the Lutheran Church of Hope to go to the Navajo Nation Reservation in New Mexico to help them with their needs, both physical and spiritual. We take trips generally in June and September each year. We go to Tolokai, New Mexico, and it's located just about 10 miles north of Gallup, New Mexico, on the Arizona border. They are a third world country right in the middle of our country. The needs are unbelievable. The county where we work is the second poorest county in America, and they live in poverty, and there is so much to do there. But we can take on all levels of projects. The most involved project was a week-long project of putting down a new floor at the church that was like 7 different layers. But then while we were waiting for those layers to process, we went out, finished drywalling a man's house. We put a new bathroom in the house of a man who happened to be blind. And we also put a new porch on an elderly lady's house. One of the things that always happens on these trips is we go down thinking that we're going to be doing a lot for these people, and we come away realizing how much they've done for us. They've changed our lives. They've lifted us up, and we see God shining through the work that we are able to do, as well as the love in their eyes. And it's one of the most godly experiences any of us have ever been on. We try to work real hard at connecting with these people and not just getting carried away on the work, but taking time to play with their grandkids and eat their food and share in their skills of making jewelry and all their hobbies. And this is the real uplifting part of being able to meet these families. The June trip is a great trip for families in that we do Vacation Bible School, and we did it at 2 churches, both Church Rock and Tolokai. Had great turnouts. Over 100 kids were there. With the planning and the carrying out of VBS, it was just a great experience. We're looking for people that have a willing heart and a sincere desire to listen to God's direction It doesn't take any kind of skill level. God provides that every time. There's work for every level of ability or lack of ability. We had women who had never run a skill saw all day. People that had never shingled a roof, shingled 2 roofs. And it's just being willing to learn and willing to turn it over to the Lord, and He will make things happen. We have various training meetings at Hope during the year, informational meetings and orientation meetings before each trip. So just check the Hope catalog and you'll find all that information. Or talk to someone else that's been on the trip. We never really know how important a role we have, but then when we work on a project and the pastor says this person has never been in church, and then later in the week when we have our closing service, they're there, and when we come back next year, they're now a member of the church and going there on a regular basis. That's where God's hand really gets involved, and where we know we're doing God's work when that happens.